and this is the direct download file. Save target, and then there you go. And you start downloading the movie. It's really simple, you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I hope you guys enjoy this service, because we enjoy this service here at PSGMafia.com. If you guys want to request movies, make sure that you click on the Request Movies Here button. It's very simple. It'll direct you to our forms. Make sure you register on our forms, and make sure that you click on this little button right here. Type the movie that you want in the form, and then if you don't see that movie in 24 to 48 hours, we do not have that movie in our database. Just to let you guys know, the new Halloween movie will be up and running tonight, and Final Destination will be also uploaded to PSGMafia.com tonight. So please check it out. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to visit www.psgmafia.com for all your news, reviews, and latest gaming. And also, make sure you visit HipHopGamerShow for hip-hop and news. Great websites, and we are delivering it all for you guys 100% free. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please stop by, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and rate.
What up, y'all? It's your man Blacksmith, and I'm starting my new segment. The first episode of the new segment, Game Development Ground Zero. Now, what I'm gonna be doing with this episode is special. I'm gonna be actually giving you guys a little view into real what game development is, but in a more bite-sized form and a more understandable, digestible form, so you guys could be, you know, into the know about some of these terminologies game developers use to describe their IP. Also, I'm going to be showing you guys videos that are specially tailored for people who don't make games and aren't into game development, so you guys can understand it a little bit better, because that's what I do. See what I'm saying? Alright. So the first word that I'm going to be explaining for you guys is called bloom effect. Now, what bloom effect is it's the effect of light that shimmers off of a reflective surface. Any kind of light. Light from spotlight or static mesh that's lit like a spotlight, or it's light that comes from a source that's to simulate sunlight. All of this is called bloom effects. Basically, when you look in a game and you see any kind of shimmer reflecting off the surface, or you see any kind of light refractions when you look up at, you know, at what's a simulated sky, like in, you know, Gears of War, when they kind of like flying through the air, you see the rays of sunlight. Those are simulated rays of sunlight. All of that is included in bloom effects, no doubt. So that was bloom effect, and every week I'm gonna have new words for you guys to learn, new words that help build your vocabulary, so that you could better understand, you know, what game development is, and the things that actually come together to build games, the little effects that are included in it. Also, I wanted to apologize because I don't have my camera with me. I actually left my camera in New York, but it's being shipped to me, so that's why the video ain't the high quality usually is. So, to move on, I want to shoot you guys over to a video that I found from Daniel Floyd. Man, shout out to Daniel Floyd, man. Hopefully we're going to have him in Truth and Game Development real soon. It's called The Uncanny Valley, so check it out. Game Development Ground Zero, your man Blacksmith. Peace.
Hey folks, my name is This, gonna talk about these, and this time around we're going to be discussing the Uncanny Valley. I'm gonna keep it a little shorter today because A, I'm kinda lazy, and B, I'm pretty sure most of you all have a pretty basic understanding of this topic already. So, enough beating around the bush, whatever that means. Let's do this. For those of you who have not heard of the Uncanny Valley before, where have you been? Come sit down, it's time for your history lesson. The concept of the uncanny valley was introduced in the 70s by a Japanese roboticist named Masahiro Mori. The story goes that Mori likes to build robots a whole lot, and over time he started to build robots to look increasingly human-like. And the more human qualities he gave to his bots, the more people liked them. Their vaguely human characteristics were charming. They looked like big, bolted, awkward children, and everybody loved them. But as Mori continued to improve his humanoid robots, adding synthetic skin and rudimentary facial expressions and such, he discovered a strange trend. He was surprised to find that people didn't respond to these new robots so well. Oh sure, other members of his field were impressed with his advances, but just being around these robots made people uneasy. This observation led Mori to come up with the theory of the uncanny valley. The premise is simple. If something that is clearly not human is given human qualities, we find those qualities endearing. But give it too many human characteristics and it starts looking like an imperfect simulation, which we find kind of disquieting, or even revolting. But once you get past that and make the object look and act almost like a perfect human again, we start to... You know what? Hang on, I brought a chart. Where did I put the... here we go. This graph depicts the uncanny valley theory. It shows the relationship between how human something looks and how much we like it. Let's start at the beginning of the curve. At this point, the object isn't human looking at all, and people respond to it with a big meh. But if we add a few human characteristics to the object, suddenly it's a lot more appealing. Now it's got personality. It's cute. Or awesome, as the case may be. But then, if we keep adding past a certain point, we hit this huge drop in appeal. Suddenly, the object isn't cute anymore. Suddenly, we are freaked out. But if we keep pushing past this point, eventually, the object will become indistinguishable from human beings, and we'll be okay with it again. That area, right down there, is the uncanny valley. So why does this happen? The idea is that if an object is clearly not human, then its human-like characteristics will stand out and appeal to us. But if the object is almost, but not quite human, its non-human characteristics are all we're gonna see. We know what a human looks like. We see him every day. So when something is off, we know it, and it's unsettling. But I am here to talk about these, so now that we're all on the same page, let's steer this sucker back on topic. What does this all mean for games? 3D artists and animators have been fighting the uncanny valley for some time now, and they made some serious progress, but the battle's not over yet. Graphically, modern games have advanced to the point that we're going to have to start seriously addressing this problem too. So what are our options? Theoretically, we want our games and characters to be visually appealing, which means we're going to be aiming for one of these two peaks. That gives us two options, photorealism or stylization. Let's start with the first one, photorealism. There's a lot of appeal to the idea of photorealism. It's amazing to look at. It lends itself well to simulating reality in a visually believable way, which many game concepts could definitely benefit from. But technologically, we aren't quite there yet, and it shows. One of the main problems with aiming for photorealism is just how easy it is to screw up. As I pointed out before, the main problem with a character that is almost but not quite human is that all the areas the character falls short in become glaringly obvious. And it's not just an issue of model detail or texture resolution either. Movement has a huge impact on photorealism. Think of all the times you've seen a beautiful screenshot from a game and thought, good God, this is going to be incredible. And then you see the game in motion and it all just falls apart. There are a host of other factors that can compromise the humanity of a character. Flat voice acting, subpar animation, lame acting performance, but smartass. Even environment interaction. I've seen a gamer play a hyper-realistic game, get stuck on geometry, and say, what the hell, this is stupid, I never get stuck on that. And then play a Mario game and have the same thing happen without it bothering him at all. My point is, there are so many layers of detail required to create a completely believable human. If just a few details are missing or off, then the whole thing tumbles backward into the valley and all that hard work is for naught. The fight to create believable human characters is a huge money sink, and it's a very easy battle to lose. You remember that Final Fantasy movie, Spirits Within? Square tried to create a film with photorealistic CG human characters, and it did look pretty cool, but remember how awkward and vaguely inhuman the characters seemed? Now think about Pixar's The Incredibles. Even though they're clearly stylized, caricatures of humans really, they look more lifelike than anybody in Square's ill-fated picture. On that note, let's have a look at our second option, stylization. Go ahead and make a quick mental list of your favorite video game characters. Just the first 5 that pop into your mind. I'll wait. No, I won't wait. Let's just look at a few well-known characters. Let's say Mario, Master Chief, and some Final Fantasy people. These guys are some of the most recognizable characters in gaming. All extremely appealing, not one of them photorealistic. They're clearly not human, so their human characteristics stand out. That's what makes Mario so cute and funny. Master Chief so stalwart and heroic. And Final Fantasy characters so earnest and expressive. Those are their most human characteristics. We don't expect them to move perfectly, or react to danger like we would, or when they get stuck on a 2-foot wall, we're willing to excuse it as an annoying idiosyncrasy of the medium rather than being completely torn out of the experience. The beauty of sticking with this side of the valley is how open it is to aesthetic variety. You can go for any look you want to. Cell shading, you can try a painterly style, keep it simple, go cartoony with it, 50 illustrations, the number of style possibilities are endless. And unlike the colossal expense of pursuing photorealistic graphics, even small developers can create a visually memorable game this way. Of course, this option's not without its own little pitfalls and challenges. The task of creating characters that are human enough to resonate with an audience without pushing too far is a fine line to walk.